Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get into the last episode of Big Brother. You all, I'm really excited that Taylor won. I have so many thoughts and feels. I kind of feel like I gave all of my organic feels yesterday, like my in the moment feels. Like last night, I was in the moment and I was on a couple of Twitter spaces, and we had a really good time on Twitter last night celebrating Taylor's win. Hey, Koki, I had to come wrap up the season. I didn't want to just let the season fall off a cliff on my channel, so I had to shout out, congratulations, Taylor. You were my winner pick. If you recall, if you ever watch my channel, go back to when myself and Charles did our fantasy picks at the beginning of BB24. You were my first pick, you were my winner pick, and you won. I always believed in you. I always, from pre interview, I said, Taylor is the one I want to win. I'm so excited. Number one, I'm excited for Taylor. Congratulations. I know a lot of big things are coming your way. I know you're going to have a huge sponsorship with Lay's. I feel like the sky's the limit. America loves you. So, whatever you dream for, girl, go for it now. Go get it. I'm going to support it. Number two, I never had one of my fantasy picks win before. So, like, that's really exciting. And I do kind of have to rub it in Charles' face a little bit later because, we just do it for fun, no money involved. But I won, so I have to kind of rub it in. I've been working my ass off, so I ain't had time to even think about it and rub it in to Charles. So now that I thought about it, I will get to that. Let's get into the episode. I don't have that much really to say. I did see a couple of things that I was like, but I don't want to be negative. The season is over. Like Big Brother 24 on Twitter felt like the season was 6 months long. Like, I don't even want to open my Twitter. As much as I'm happy for Taylor, I don't even want to open my Twitter because Angie is kind of over it. Like, I want to move on to the next show. I still will support Taylor, but like, damn. Yes, Koki, she won the 750. She won America's favorite player and she got a cruise. I feel like she deserves it. The best part of last night was Taylor's speech. Let's go in order. Y'all know I'm a heavy fast forwarder. I fast forwarded all them competitions. I ain't care. I ain't want to see it. I got to the jury segment. I felt like Brittany was in Haterationville. When we got to that jury roundtable moment, I really couldn't tell who anybody was voting for. Now I learned by watching the winner's circle. They said that Turner revealed that the jury was going to vote for Taylor, period, if she was sitting in the final two, no matter who was sitting there with her at the jury roundtable. I guess they didn't want to expose that during the jury roundtable because they did a good job with that edit because I really didn't know. I knew Indy, I knew Jasmine, and I knew Joseph would vote for Taylor. I knew she had 3 votes for sure. Everybody else, I didn't really know where they lied. It kind of looked like a Monty heavy jury roundtable, but I could be reading into that wrong. I don't know. But anyway, moving on past that, Monty wins the final HOH and he chooses Taylor. I didn't even know he was going to. Luke Angelo. No. No. I didn't even know he was going to choose Taylor. Like, I think that's when I first got a little emotional. Now, I ain't going to lie to you all. I was not boohoo crying. When I say emotional, like I got a little feel, I got a little water in the eyes, but I don't think a tear. I think one tear fell out when she won. No, during the speech. But I wasn't boohoo crying. But I started to get a little emotional. I was like, Taylor could do this. Because before she even started speaking, I knew she was a better speaker than Monty. Taylor is a pageant queen. That's what pageant queens do. They do question and answer and interviews. That's probably one of the biggest parts of the pageants. It's not all about beauty. So I knew she was going to have some good answers and she would be able to answer these questions. And Monta did 10 times worse than I could have ever imagined. Like, he was fumbling and bumbling all over his words. He kept talking about his big move was voting out Turner, getting Turner out the house, the jury. Like, Monte didn't have the social awareness to know what the jury was looking for. And it's kind of hard to have that awareness when you're a part of the problem of the season. Like, Monte tore down Taylor a lot. Hell, that last episode we just saw in the bathtub where he tried to read her down for snatching them headphones. And I ain't gonna don't get me back into we ain't going that far back. But Monte was a part of the problem. So it was hard for him to see the journey Taylor went on, because in his mind, he thinks the fuck shit is okay. I'm trying not to curse that much on YouTube. I really have to try. I really have to try. I want to be monetized one day. I really have to stop cursing so much. But Taylor's speech was amazing. She said, I'm not a shield. I'm a sword. I'm here to cut you bitches. She didn't say all that, but that's how I took. I'm like, yes, cut them, stab them, get them, Taylor, because they gave her hell this season. She says this is a season of resilience. I wasn't playing. I wasn't dragged to the end. I was surviving. I was making moves to get off the block. I wasn't trying to just be dragged to a final two. She was like, I went through hell in this house. Y'all done called me all kind of bitches and hoes. You said I caused this lady to go mental. You said I tried to use her mama against her in the game. Like, y'all tore me down and I'm still standing. That's when a tear fell down. Like, I paraphrased that and I probably made a little bit more team too much than Taylor did, but I understood exactly what she's saying and it meant a lot to me. And I'm hoping Big Brother can kind of go into the nature of Survivor, where it's not all about comp wins. It's not all about who made the hugest strategic play, where the social element of Big Brother can now be a huge part of the game. Because that's really what won it for Taylor, her social game and her jury management. And a lot of people in Big Brother, I'm guilty of it in the past. I do like to see big moves. I do like to see people win comps, but that shouldn't be the only thing to guarantee a vote. You do have to take the social element, how I treat people, how I get along with people, how I'm able to maneuver through the game with my mouthpiece and not a veto, should also hold value. Hey, Andrew. She did call out Kyle for the all white alliance, saying, you made me sit on the block next to him. Taylor's speech was amazing. And what I'm happy a lot of people did, because I did watch a few post-game interviews, I'm happy they let her know the jury loved you before that speech. Because in a couple of the interviews, they kind of let Taylor think that speech is what swayed people, and like, because she felt like, I didn't want to guilt anybody into a vote. I didn't want to shame anybody into a vote. No, Taylor, they had your back before you even made that speech. That speech was just the cherry on top. We already had the sundae put together. We already had the ice cream and the whipped cream. The speech was just the cherry. The jury already had your back. Now, was I surprised that they all had her back? Yes. I would have loved to see the jury roundtable moment where they convinced Terrence to vote for Taylor. I knew I would have lost all my money in Vegas last night because I would have bet everything that Terrence was not voting for Taylor. I was very surprised. I don't know if he felt like he owed her that vote. I don't know. Hey, Confessions. I don't know. I was surprised Kyle voted for Taylor over Monty. You know, they were the guys, the pound, that clique. Um, I knew she had the. I didn't know she had Alyssa because I figured however Alyssa voted would be how Kyle voted. I was hoping she had Michael or Brittany, but like I said, I didn't really know where Michael or Brittany stood. I really didn't. Brittany was a huge hater at the round table to me. It seemed like Brittany didn't want to vote for anybody, but I'm gonna give Brittany a slight, just a 2% pass because she did just get voted out the house, and maybe she was a little bit upset, just a little bit. But it kind of seemed like she didn't want nobody to win when she sat at that jury round table. But again, so happy, so happy. Let's get to some of the comments because I want to talk about two more things that happened that kind of pissed me off, and then I'm gonna let this season rest. I'm not gonna drag nobody on Twitter. Now, if I see one of the 24 house guests, the BB 24 house guests on Twitter, say something negative, I will respond. But I'm not looking for nobody on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm letting these people live. I said what I had to say about them, and I know y'all gonna get them. I know y'all gonna get them. I don't have time. It's year end close. I ain't got time. I knew Taylor was a great speaker. She blew my expectations out of the water. She killed. I agree, Koki. She did. I'm proud of Taylor. Me too. I cannot believe it's been 20 years since Danielle Reyes, but it makes sense. I'm happy that Taylor is the first Black woman to win. I mean, I would have loved if Tiffany would have won last season. I would have loved if maybe Bailey or Davon would have made it a little bit longer into the game. But we can't rewrite history. It didn't happen. I'm happy for Taylor. She won. Congratulations. I feel like she's a great representative for what that win stands for. Will we ever have, forget Black woman, forget all of that. Will we ever have another winner in history to be the winner and America's favorite player again? I don't know. I think that's something that can't be duplicated. I I don't think that'll be duplicated. I think amazing. It's amazing. And they did Joseph dirty with that AFP. I'm not no. No, Taylor deserved to win AFP. Now, if you mean dirty, by you mean him not getting the honorable mention, and Kyle did, that that was fucked up. When they said Kyle's name, they was like Taylor, Michael, Kyle. I said, Kyle? Kyle? Like, I thought we were shaming Kyle. I thought y'all didn't want nothing to do with KKK Kyle. It seems like he didn't even get a pat on the wrist. The way, to me, by CBS, I don't care if he did get the third most votes. His ass wouldn't have been mentioned. I would have put the fourth person up there and fuck him. Because by you giving him that validation, he now feels like he didn't do anything wrong. Because America still loves me. I came in third, or I was amongst the top three. So maybe my all white alliance wasn't that bad. Maybe my mindset wasn't that fucked up. Like, I don't need to go educate myself. America is with me. CBS did that shit on purpose. They threw this man, I'm not gonna call him a boy. He's a 30-year-old man. They threw his ass a lifeline, a get out of jail free card, and I don't give a fuck nothing else about Kyle. If that's what you mean about Joseph in the AFP, I agree. But if you mean he should have won, no, Taylor should have won. Taylor, yes, she won. And why was racist Kyle in the running for AFP? I don't know. I just addressed that, and that pissed me off, and I want to move on from it because CBS will not hold racism accountable. It's like we just want to blow it away. Instead of standing up, making a stance, saying the shit is wrong when you see it, calling people out, making them accountable, We just let it go away. It's okay. I don't like that, and I don't respect that. Now I ain't gonna get on here and get on the soapbox and be like, I ain't never watching CBS again. That's a lie, because I'm gonna watch Survivor and I'm watching Amazing Race. But CBS really pisses me off. Well, let's move on, Angie. Let's move on. Taylor and Monty's face cracked when they saw Terrance's vote. They both knew she won. I knew she won too once they read Terrance. I was like, okay, who they read first? I knew, okay, what's his name? Who lost? Turner. Okay, Turner. Okay. Who came up next? Was Brittany. Brittany voted for Taylor. I was like, okay, cool. Thank you, Brittany. Then they went to Alyssa. Alyssa voted for Taylor. Once Alyssa voted for Taylor, I knew she won because she already had Andy, Jasmine, Joseph, period. I knew she had the 5. So once they said Alyssa, I was like, ooh, okay, let's go. And then somebody said they skipped over Michael and went to Terrance because they were trying to see if Monty had a chance. No. But once they said Terrance Taylor, I said, look, go ahead and pull out the confetti, Julie. Why are we wasting time? Go ahead and blow the confetti. Taylor won, and I was excited. Again, I would not hate. I would love to be a fly on the wall in Terrance's house because I really want to know what his wife, his black wife, how she feels about this man degrading, calling her bitches, hoes all season. I really want to know how she feels about how Terrance portrayed himself, portrayed Southside Chicago on national TV. I really want to know. I really want to know. Joseph was her biggest advocate. It's very clear that he loves Taylor. And let's go ahead and address Amira real quick. Amira, that was some fuck shit you did on national TV. You a hating ass bitch. This was your moment. Mind you, pre-jury shouldn't even be allowed to talk. Y'all should have been at home on the Zoom call, if we gonna be clear. But Julie gave you a moment to say something. We didn't really care what you had to say, but you had to throw it up in their face again. I really want to know about the showmans. Bitch, you know they broke up. You at home watching the TV like we watching it. We know they don't fool with each other no more. Hating ass bitch, Amira. Congratulations. You blew your last 30 seconds of fame. I know they having a field day with your ass on Twitter. But let's move on because I ain't gonna get angry over here. We gonna have a good time, celebrate Taylor. Tiffany and Xavier are also from Michigan, like Taylor. I saw that. I saw a funny meme on Twitter where somebody said, if I play Big Brother and somebody say they from Michigan, they going on the block. Now, it's funny. We love Tiffany. We love Taylor, Xavier. Yes, we do. But that was funny. It was like, bitch, you from Michigan, on the block. On the block. That's what I meant, Angie, about AFP. We were there, Andrew. I kind of felt like that's what you meant. Mm-hmm. Kyle for AFP was trending for a day. Now we already know who over there on Facebook. That's why I don't even like to follow Big Brother on Facebook, because if you just gotta want to make yourself upset, because sometimes they'll say some stupid racist shit and I'll get in the comments and say something slick, and then it's all day, because at least people on Twitter will let some shit go. When you make a slick remark, you could be 100% in your facts, which I am. They won't let that shit go on Twitter at all. I mean, Facebook at all. They go all day. So I just let them be. I don't want to call everybody racist over there on Facebook, but I just let Facebook be Facebook, and I have fun on Twitter. And I agree. He was right. He was validating. I believe CBS was intentional by doing that. I 100% agree, Danielle. I agree. CBS knew what they was doing. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who believe Kyle did nothing wrong and they rallied for their white savior. Look, we knew this when Kyle said it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not gonna go backwards with them people over there on Facebook. But CBS being the network should have took a stand and said, we're not even gonna acknowledge Kyle. They gave Kyle way too much jury time, too much jury house time. They let him come in there and cry to Joseph and them, and I'm gonna let the shit go because I don't give a damn about Kyle. I don't follow him on what is it? The TikTok. He gets no views, no support from me, so I don't give a damn. I meant they could have replaced Kyle on the AFP list. I knew what you was talking about, Andrew. We was right here. Even if they didn't want to put Joseph on there, hell, they could have put Jasmine on the damn list over Kyle. Shit, I would have rather them put Pooch could have been on the list over Kyle. Anybody. And they gave Pooch too much airtime too. I ain't appreciate that. And then I ain't appreciate the pre-jurors getting too much airtime. They need, we say it every year, go ahead and give us a cute little reunion after the show. Make the show 3 hours like Survivor does. Y'all could do it. Survivor be having them 3-4 hour nights, finales. And go ahead and give us a cute little reunion. At least 30 minutes. And don't let Julie ask the questions. Let somebody else that's going to ask the questions. And not them people on the post interviews. That stuff be dry. And y'all know my girl Kamisha has a YouTube channel and she's big on the Twitter spaces. I can't wait for Kamisha. I don't want to say I can't wait. I know one day Kamisha is going to be a part of that. What do they call it? Interview team. They aren't production, but they aren't promotion. Whatever they call the people that's allowed to get all the interviews after the show. We need somebody like Kamisha that's going to put some flavor in it. Even if we don't want the people to be messy, but at least some flavor. Everybody asked the same question. That's why I ain't watched but 2 of them. I watched 2 post interviews. I watched USA and I did give the winner's circle of you, but I fast forward to Taylor's moment. And oh, right. Thank you, Danielle. The press pass. Kamisha gonna get that press pass one day. We just want some flavor. A little bit of razzle dazzle, entertainment to the post-game interviews. Like, y'all so boring. So boring. But anyway, let's move on. Yes, Ameerah was very messy. And I was gonna say something nice about Ameerah because I thought her outfit was cute. You could have used a little steamer, but I'm sure the jury didn't get pre-jury didn't get access to a steamer and a stylist. But I was going to say something nice about your ass, Ameerah, until you started that. And I said, nope, bitch, you a wrinkled fool. Mm-hmm. Looked like you pulled that outfit right out the pack and walked on stage. And I've already seen interviews where Taylor even said that she was going to see what happens. I did too with Joseph and have a conversation with them. Look, I don't want to say love, but the way Joseph's eyes sparkle when Taylor talks, when people are talking about Taylor, when she enters a room, he has true feelings for her. And I feel like he's mature enough to look past whatever foolishness, little mistake Taylor made in that house with Monte. Because that don't count. That was just y'all weren't even together, so it don't matter. I think he wants to be with Taylor. I think Taylor wants to be with him. I think they need time to be with their families, get some love from their families. But I feel like when they do come together and if they do want to be a jailer, I can see it happening. And I don't mind. I'll give them a couple of likes on Instagram. Go ahead and try it out. But give them a few weeks to settle back into the real world. and let's see what happens. But everything is pointing in that direction. At least he ain't gonna be munching off of your 800K. He got a nice job. He could bring something to the table, Taylor. Let's move on. Let's move on. Danielle, you saw my tweet about Tamar. I saw your tweet about Tamar. She still feels some type of way about now having to mention as the first Black player to win Big Brother. She don't get it. Tamar, with all respect, I love me some fucking Tamar. You could sing down. Hilarious. She's reality TV gold. A lot of people don't like Tamar, but I do. With all love and respect, Tamar, celebrity Big Brother does not count. That's like champs versus stars on the challenge. Y'all ass can come over there and be a champ on champ versus stars, but what can you do on the main show? Half of their asses go home first, second, or third. It doesn't count. It's like charity work. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this for shits and giggles. Y'all ain't even playing the full. Y'all was in the house for what, 2.5 weeks? Tamar, except you won a cute 250K and move on and be quiet. No one is ever going to acknowledge you as a winner of Big Brother. You are the celebrity winner. You are the charity winner. You're the one we pulled out for shits and giggles when we ain't had nothing else to put on TV in between Survivor and the next summer season. We loved you. We had fun watching you. But what you did in that house with Kandi and who Meta World Peace and whoever else was in there with you was nowhere near as difficult. It's like you're asking to get credit for an open book test. Bitch, you had, I ain't mean to call you bitch, Tamar, because I love you. Girl, you had all the answers. The book was open. It's not the same. Tamar messed for that. Tamar wanted some attention. We gave it to you, girl. We gave it to you. That was hilarious to me. Move on, Angie. I ain't gonna read Tamar because I love her. I'll be the first to say that Hannah Chada should be a jury. I agree. Why is Dr. Will still there? Hey, Charles, you just got home from the gym. Okay. I should have went, but I knew I had to do this video and I was tired today after work. I'm tired of Dr. Will. I like Hannah. I wouldn't mind Tiffany. Anybody. Can somebody else get a chance? I agree. And I would like a jury roundtable to span 2 commercial breaks. Can it be longer than 5 minutes? I really want to know. Like on Survivor, the jury moment of the game, when they talk to the jury, is like 30, 45 minutes. They really dig into it. And y'all give us just a little bit. Just a little bit. Why do y'all do Big Brother this way? And why do we continue to watch and make ourselves upset? I don't know. It's not the same as 3, right? They weren't even in the house 3 weeks. Tamar needs to let it go. I don't even remember who played with Tamar, but Kandi in Meta World Peace. Was she on the season when half of the people quit? Like, girl, bye. Yes, an open book test. That's like running around and say, look, Ma, I got an A+. You should have. Couldn't you flip through all the pages? But what else on the episode worked my nerve before I shut this down? Because I am going to miss talking to you all about Big Brother. I don't know if they're going to do a celebrity Big Brother this season. Word on the curb is no, but we shall see. But we still got Survivor and the challenge coming up too. I think that's all. Daniel, let's talk about the hug at the end of the show. Now, I was looking, everybody was hugging Taylor. Nicole, it looked like she was apologizing for her life. Everybody was hugging and apologizing to Taylor. I don't feel like that was to me, that wasn't the moment. Let me enjoy my win. Let me enjoy the confetti falling on my face. You sitting up here hugging me, girl. I just want to tell you, when you get home, you're going to see some stuff, but I ain't really mean it. And I love you right now. So I apologize. Now, Taylor said on the, was it the Winner's Circle? She said on one of the interviews that Nicole really, it wasn't that much of an apology. She was just explaining, she said some stuff at the time. She didn't mean it. And, that they could talk later whenever, she watches it. Taylor is nicer than me. And I feel like right now she's still in the, I won. Like, answer this real quick in the chat. People talk shit about you 3 months straight. All kind of shit, called you bitches, hoes, jealous, whatever, colorist, all that. If you win the 800K, is it even worth dragging them? Or do you just be like, well, bitch, I won. Oh, well. I'm trying to decide which boat Taylor should be on, because she's so nice. She's so nice. And she's already forgiven. She's like, oh, they already apologized to me. But see, Taylor, you don't know everything they said. You don't know it all. They apologized for a little bit, but they ain't apologized for it all. Should she care that she won, or should she just move on? Charles say he hold grudges. I feel like I'm that too. I feel like I would hold a grudge too, but I'd be like, well, bitch, I won. Like, I wouldn't be concerned with your apology. We don't need to have a conversation. We really don't have to talk anymore in life. Because guess what, bitch, I won. CBS gonna want me to come back because I won. They gonna want me to host something. I'm the first Black female winner too. Oh yeah, I'm on their Rolodex. I won. I'm about to be on the Lay's Super Bowl commercial. Now, I don't know if she will, but that would be amazing, Lay's. I know she gonna be doing something with Lay's, but I'll be like, well, bitch, I won. You could keep your apology. I don't know. She nicer than me. I'm sure she's going to forgive everyone. Her business. Her business. You a stiff arm. I would take my money and move on the brand deals and going on a cruise. Right. I would just go and live my life. I would take my mama on a cruise, pay for my grandmama to come to, and move on. It's like a cheater. Only sorry because they were caught. And how could you not know you were going to get caught? You on national TV with 300 cameras in your face. If it wasn't for the public, they would still hate her. I agree. Y'all saw Indy was wearing the dress Taylor gave her. That was a cute dress, Taylor. I wouldn't have gave that. Oh, girl, you so nice. Oh, you so nice. All of them hated her to now loving her, advocating for her in the jury. Oh, I didn't see her reaction to Rihanna. Well, what Rihanna does love Big Brother. Taylor, can you dance? What if Rihanna lets Taylor come out for like 10 seconds of the Super Bowl with a bag of Lay's potato chips? And they all voted for her too. She had all the haters in jury. She had Jasmine, Terrence, Indy. She had all the hateration in jury, and they all voted for her. That's amazing. That's amazing. Did y'all talk about America? I talked about, and I read Amira down. Yes, I did talk about Amira in that the shit she did. Hating ass bitch is what I said. I said Julie allowed you to have 10 last seconds of fame and you brought up fuck shit. You messed up your last 10 seconds. Go on with your wrinkled ass dress. So messy and unnecessary. Does Amira still have her job? Brittany, she hated her at the end too. All of them, Brittany was a hater. I don't think Brittany wanted to vote for anybody. Mm-mm. I think I missed some comments. And apparently there was a rumor. Right. Well, I don't think Terrence and Michael fought. But there was supposed to be, because Dr. Will said it in an interview, he asked a question at the jury roundtable that sparked some, not a fight, but a verbal fight. Like they got to arguing. But they ain't show it. So, Dr. Will, why you even tell it? Like, if you ain't gonna tell it all, don't say nothing. You see, CBS ain't put it on the TV. Tell it all or don't say nothing. I want to know who was arguing. It probably was Terrence, his hating ass. Terrence and Joseph. The jury segment tells us too much, though, kills the suspense. We knew exactly who they were going to vote for. I didn't, Charles. I promise. I did not know because a lot of them were big up in Monty. So I was kind of like, man, Monty might have a shot at this. But I never saw them big up in Taylor too much. They was kind of like Taylor was cute. She made it. But, right, you taking your one final moment on TV to say something nasty and mean-spirited. How about during the credits? Taylor's mom and I love seeing her mom and grandmother were on the stage with the quickness, and Terrence was in the background, staring at him. I wonder what went through his head. He like, please don't tell her now. Please. He probably, because see, is Taylor mom my age, or am I a little bit younger? Because Taylor is what, in her 20s. So her mom is probably in her upper 40s, 50s. See, if it was me and you called my daughter or son a bitch and a hoe, I'm cussing your ass out on sight. On sight. And that's probably what he was wondering. But see, they classy over there in the Hale household. Dickens Hale, whatever her last name is, Taylor's. They classy over there. See, in my house, you get to calling one of us a bitch. Oh, my mama cussing you out on sight. She didn't play about her kids and she didn't play about her mother. That's probably what he was worried about. We ain't see his wife jumping out nowhere. I really want to somebody to interview his wife. I really want to know what she thinks. Is she standing by her man? I heard she left him out there to dry. If I was Taylor, I would have told Amira, at least Joseph interested in me and not you. She ain't have to say it. It's written all over his face. Nobody has to say anything to Amira. That's why she's hating. Nobody wanted you. You thought you was the it girl, but you were the it girl on the couch at home, watching the show, watching me. I wouldn't say shit to Amira. Continue to follow. That's what I say. Go ahead and hit follow on Twitter and continue to watch. But that's it, you all. I was not going to be here long. I just wanted to congratulate Taylor. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. If Charles is still in the chat, I wanted to let Charles know I won. I didn't know he was going to stop by the chat. But if you're still in the chat, Charles, I won. I finally won. The reign will last forever. I plan on winning everything going forward. But yeah, me and Charles have a good time playing fantasy, and it's just for shits and giggles to see who wins, but we have a good time doing that. And if you missed it, a couple of weeks ago, we did a fantasy draft pick for Survivor. I think I picked, where my paper? Who my winner picked for Survivor? I picked Dwight. I went with the hometown Memphis, so we'll see. We got a lot of Survivor to go. But we'll see if my reign continues. But yes, this was a good time. You all know to follow Kiss My Cheeks TV. Your girl will be doing Survivor. I'm doing the Challenge 38 when it comes up. I have not watched them Untold Stories. I want to, but I just haven't had time. So whenever I do watch it, I'll mention it on Ostella. You know, that's the Friday night show. This Friday, the show Ostella will probably be pushed to Thursday this week because I'm going to a comedy show with my best friend Friday night. So we're going to see Marlon Wayans. So but at least it'll be right after the episode on Thursday. We'll have a good time with Survivor on Thursdays. So I read that one. If I was Taylor, I already read that one. I read a tweet that someone said in an interview, Taylor said her mom gave her one one had a positive list and one had a hit list. I don't believe that, Danielle, because it would be all hit lists for me. The only one that's positive is Joseph. That's the only one I think that's sincere. Everybody else kissed Taylor ass after they hit the jury. So it'll be all hit lists. So I don't believe that. And I think her mom probably wants her to enjoy her moment. No one wants to be stuffed with negativity right after they win. Like her mom wants her to enjoy her moment. Probably going to give her a few days to decompress and just enjoy the victory. And then her mama slowly slide her, well, you know Monty was on some fuck shit, right? You know, and Taylor's if you listen to Taylor's speech, she knows a lot of the stuff because she put it in her speech. She was like, y'all been calling me more bitches in this house than they've ever called me outside. And I believe it because she way too nice. She way too nice. Y'all will not assassinate her character. Did you see the dollar store Paloma picture? No. And I don't care to. I'm telling you right now, Paloma is such a distant memory. She could DoorDash to my front door and I wouldn't know who she was. Thank you. Here your tip. Bye. I wouldn't know who Paloma was. Mm-mm. Thank you. I've never won before, so Charles can't still be in the chat because he would have said something shady. But I'm gonna text him when we get offline to remind him that I won. And I like the challenge comes on October 12th. Yeah, because I think that's when the Untold Stories go off and then the challenge comes on. I need to really take a good look at who's on the cast so I can get my cast assessment. Me and Charles could do our picks on who we think will win. I really do, because I looked at the cast briefly and a lot of people I don't know. So I really got to do my research so we can do a deep dive into the cast and we could be shady or nice. You know how we do. But anyway, you all, thank you all so much for tagging along on this lovely Monday evening. They have worked my ass completely off today. So I'm getting ready to scrub, wash the makeup off, put on something comfortable, and relax so I can do it all over again tomorrow. You all know the pain. It's called paying the bills. We all have to do it. So I hope you all enjoy your evenings. I forgot. Like this video, please. Subscribe to your girl Angie at Kiss My Cheeks TV. Like I said, plenty of content is coming. We will not run out of content over here. And have a good night. Talk to y'all later. Bye.